Welcome to the Weekend Warriors YouTube channel. Today I'm going to take apart this Volkswagen Baja. I'm going to see if I can, straighten out these wheels or maybe do a wheel swap. But I'm going to use this for the Painted Green Challenge. So see how that goes. I'll take it apart in just a moment. But I have some donors that I could possibly use wheels from. I've got this nice little Range Rover that I found just recently. I've got a 57 Chevy Bel Air. This is the Big Air car. It's got some nice wheels on it. I think those might make a good donor. I have this old truck, this dump truck, which I really like, and it's got some great wheels on it. I think those might make great donors. I also have this car, which has some nice wheels, although they're smooth. They're not really off-road tires, but it might make a nice donor, especially with the green rings around them. And I also have this truck, which would make a great donor. These are great wheels. I think it would look really good. It may give it a Christmas vibe with the red rims and the green paint. So we'll see how it goes. Let me get this drilled apart. So I got it drilled out, and then I put these little screws in. I tapped it. It's the first time I've ever done this, so it was kind of cool to do. I don't think the front's done great, but I think it will hold. The screws do go in, and they're working pretty good. My very first try. It was actually cool to do, so I can't wait to get this thing sanded and painted and assembled. So I don't have any stripper. I know a lot of people use stripper to strip off a lot of things, the paint and tampos and stuff. I don't have any. I went to the store. I looked for some at our local little hardware store. They didn't have the kind of stuff that most people I see using. So I'll do with what I have, and I'll get this thing sanded and painted, and hopefully we'll have a cool looking little bug. I'll clean off the other parts. Alright, see you guys in a minute. I'm just going to add some color to this thing here with a paint marker. This is the engine. You can see it's not going to cover really well. It's not getting in the cracks, so I'll probably end up just using a paintbrush and get in there really well. We'll add some color to the bug here in a moment. You want to do, at the very least, some headlights and taillights. If you want to add a little bit of chrome, that works too. These little cheap paint markers work fairly well for some of that stuff. Let's see how this works out. We'll try to just hit a little bit. Give it a little color. You can see, I'm going to kind of go around here. And then let's hit this. That was basically your Volkswagen symbol on the top. I'm just going to add, they have like a strip of, like a little metallic strip down the front, Let's see if we can get some white on these headlights. You see, it'll look pretty good once it's done. You see, the interior looks pretty nice. You see there's some color there. Maybe I'll add some black over everything first, and then we'll add some color to different things. Kind of break up the black. So we'll let that dry, and then we'll move on to the next piece. Decided I'm going to take these wheels off this car and use them on the Bug, so hopefully they fit very well. Okay, I got the wheels off this car. This was the Chevy Bel Air. This was the lifted one. That's a really cool car. Came with these nice wheels that are already brown, like they're dirty. And so now, what my problem is now is that the wheels are a bit too long. You can see they really move around in there. If they were like this, it'd probably be pretty good. So I need to cut this piece, and I've seen people, they'll cut a bit off, and what they'll do is smash the end to where it'll stay. So we'll try that, or we can try to cut it in half, snip some off, and put a tube in there, which I do have a tube to put in there. It may take a bit more work to grind this out if I do it that way. So make sure, if you guys are doing this, wear eye protection. If you're young, get your parents' help. Okay, and just cover that and cut it. Okay, I got this kit of beads, and this is what I was going to use for an exhaust. Is maybe one of these little tubes, it's like a small tube. I don't know if I got these at Michael's or Walmart, but it's just a bunch of mix of beads. Anyways, I've got a couple pieces that I think I'm going to glue onto the axles. A couple of these small pieces. We'll try these out and see if we can get these to stay and hold the wheels on. This is something a lot of people use for axles. And it's just this this music wire. And you see I've got number 5501. That's a 4-piece. So I just cut a piece that's roughly the size of the axle that I need. We'll see if I can get this to work. Alright, let's see what I can do here. So I couldn't get it to smash just right. I tried to crimp one of the ends. This actually is working pretty good. This will be really cool if it works. Similar to what a lot of people do. So this is not my idea. There is somebody online who does something very similar. That's all I need is a piece just to stay on there, right? Then get our wheels. Hopefully, when you're assembling wheels, you put them on the right way the first try, because if you glue it on the wrong way, that's going to be really awkward. So I'll add a little glue. Let's see if I can get this on there. I'll glue my hand together. I'll pull that back. Oh, let's get that just enough. Let's see. That looks all right. Let's see if that fits about right. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. As long as it holds. I think I'm going to glue this tube on right here, and I think it'll make a nice stinger, and I'm hoping that'll glue on very well. I think it will. I think it'll give me the exhaust that possibly broke off at one time. I've learned a lot from the guys online. There's a great community of builders that are pretty amazing. Some of these guys are phenomenal. So I've learned a lot watching a lot of videos. And I encourage you, if you're just starting out, do the same. Watch some videos. There's some tremendous talent out there. I'm not one of them, but I appreciate you watching my channel, and you'll learn with me, I hope. You'll see the mistakes I make and then hopefully not do the same. Well, I'm going to add a little red to this. This looks like a first aid kit in the back. A fire extinguisher. Add a little red to this gas tank here. Add a little silver to the top of the fire extinguisher. I don't know if you can see that. No, it's fire extinguisher. Alright. Such a tiny little detail. It looks cool. As you can see, there's a little cross on the fuel tank, or the med kit. You barely see the fuel tank in there. There's the fuel tank. I'll cover up that spot that I put on the seat. Well, 2 spots it looks like, with some black. Then I'll be ready to just do maybe a dusting of some brown. Okay, I cleaned off the windshield, or the plastic windows. So what I want to do is add a little silver to the top, because that's like a light bar. So I don't want it to just be, the green plastic showing through, or blue in some cases, right? You see blue everywhere. You see green on the windows and the top. I'm going to paint that silver. I just want it to look like a light bar. That looks pretty good. I don't know if it's supposed to be a taxi thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be on that bug. A little brown, schmutz everywhere, right? Is that Yiddish? It's Yiddish. Oh, I think that's probably fine, right? So let's see how this thing all holds up now once I put this together, and I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. Well, that's going to look pretty good. You can see that there. Hopefully, we'll let that dry. See if we can straighten it up a little bit. See if we can add a little more paint. I mean, a little bit more glue. Okay, we'll let that dry, and we'll have a cool little exhaust on there. Another thing that I want to do is add a little detail underneath, and you can see that there's some exhaust and different things there, some drivetrain. So perhaps I just hit it with this silver marker and add just a little detail here. You can see the exhaust. Just kind of go over it a little bit. There we go. And that's basically what it's going to look like. What a cool little bug. That's my custom VW. I'm going to put my screws in, and we'll button this up, and I'll get you guys some nice glamour shots. Thanks for watching.